Hello and welcome. In this lecture video, we'll be doing these final quick check problems here for Chapter 12. I'm on page 312 of your course pack. So why don't you go ahead and pause the lecture video and do these questions on pages 312, 313, and 314 of your course pack, numbers 31, 34, 70, and 74, okay? Go ahead and do those problems and then restart the lecture video and check your work. Thanks so much. Hello and welcome back. So let's see how you did. So this first one, a capital deficiency exists when all partners have a credit balance. No, it's one of the partners, it has a debit balance. So that's a false statement. If at the time of the partnership liquidation, a partner has a $5,000 capital deficiency and then pays the partnership $5,000 to cover that deficiency, that partner is entitled to the share in the final distribution of cash. No, because remember his capital balance at that point would be zero. Had a debit balance of $5,000, and then we debited cash and credited the capital account for this part right here, and so the balance is zero, does not receive any cash. So that's false. Okay, let's look at number 70. So right over here, Mac, Harris, and Huss are dissolving their partnership. The partnership agreement allocates income and losses equally among the partners. The current partners' ending capital accounts are $15,000 for Mac, Harris $15,000, Huss a debit balance of $2,000. That's what the parentheses means, debit balance. After all the assets are sold and liabilities are paid, but before any contributions to cover any deficiencies, there's $28,000 cash to be distributed. Huss can pay the deficiency. So in that case, when we look down here at our T account for cash, remember we had, if we look over here, we had 15 plus 15 minus 2, means we have $28,000 in total capital, $28,000 in total cash. Okay, that's what I'm saying right over here, that $28,000. And then Huss pays 2. So now our balance in cash is $30,000. Okay, and so then our journal entry becomes credit cash, and then debit Mac capital, debit Harris capital for the $15,000 each, and credit cash for $30,000. And that's where we got that $30,000. So A is the right answer. Let's look at the last one here for chapter 12, number 74. Sam, Bart, and Lex are dissolving their partnership. Their partnership agreement allocates 1/3 of all income and losses. Okay, so basically equal sharing. Okay. The current period's ending account balances are Sam 45, Bart 37, and Lex a debit balance of 5,000. After all assets are sold and liabilities are paid, there is $77,000 cash to be distributed. And how do we get to the $77,000? Well, you take the 45 plus the 37 minus the 5. That gives us $77,000. Okay, that's how much cash, which is equal to the total balance in capital, because this is a debit balance. So it's 45 plus the 37 minus 5, because this is a debit balance, gives you the 77, which is equal to how much cash. And that would make sense, right? Because we've sold all of our non-cash assets at this point, and we've paid all of our liabilities at this point. So the only thing that we have on the asset side is cash. The only thing that we have on the liabilities and equity side of the accounting equation is capital. Okay? And so they have to be equal, because the accounting equation says assets equals liabilities plus equity. So it's equal. Okay. This is the problem though. Lex can't pay. So what we have to do in that situation is we first have to do this journal entry where we debit Sam capital and we debit Bart capital to decrease their capital accounts. And then we credit Lex capital. We have to do that because we can't close out this account because it's got a debit balance in capital. So we have to zero it out. And so by crediting it by 5,000, now the balance in Lex capital is 0. And then we have to basically, these other capital accounts have to absorb that loss. Okay. So we debit Sam capital 2,500, debit Bart capital 2,500. When we look at that in terms of a T account, remember we had our initial 45,000 here for Sam, 2,500 right there. That leaves our balance for Sam at 42,500. Okay. Bart, we had this 37,000 right over here, which was given to us right here. And then we debited it for 2,500. That gives us a balance of 34,500. And so now we have our full journal entry. debit Sam Capital 42, debit Bart Capital 34.5, credit cash 77,000. The right answer is B as in boy. Okay? All right, well, that concludes our Chapter 12 notes, and I hope you got those problems correct. Thank you so much. Bye.